Well, greetings to everyone out there. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you can go ahead and click the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. You're free to comment and share your points and share your own views about any topic. So welcome back again. Like I said, today is once more for my gentlemen out there. We love to look good, being on top form, you know what I'm saying? Very, very important. But there's one other important thing that most guys usually forget or like prioritize as one of their daily routine when you're stepping out of the house. It's how you smell. How do you smell? Nowadays, you take a shower, clean up, put on nice clothes, expensive clothes, but if you don't smell good, all that means nothing. It means nothing, guys. You have to make sure you smell really good. You can't look all nice, looking clean, dressed up. Then when someone approaches you, comes beside you, they can like smell sweat or something. Like they don't really get that. Like your smell have to represent your clothing. If you dress nice, look good, you gotta smell good too. So guys, today I'll be sharing some tips with you about how you can step up your game and how you can smell really, really good. Smell really good and smell very attractive, so that when you walk out of the house, anybody that come across you in your space, they gotta feel you. They gotta know, oh, this is the man. So basically, there are thousands and tons of male fragrance and colognes out there. Thousands of them. Millions of them out there. But sometimes we have a hard time what to choose, what to pick, what to put on, depending on the occasion, you know. But I'm going to give you some simple and very important tips on how to select your fragrances. First and foremost, you have to know the season of the fragrance, which fragrance you want to wear. You need to also have like your favorite signature fragrance. Like one fragrance that you really love, you gotta know what you really like and what really like goes well with you based on budget too. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind, because some of the fragrances are really, really expensive. So you have to bear in mind too the budget. But most of them are really quite affordable. They are quite affordable. Like there's really quite affordable fragrances out there for any gentleman, for any guys out there. Then there's one other tip too. If you can't afford a fragrance, there's one thing I'm going to share with you people. Unfortunately, I don't have it here today with me. It's a body spray. You need a body spray, fellas. You need a body spray. Okay, I'm gonna pull back a little bit and I'm gonna try to ride you down through. First, you need a deodorant, especially when it's during summer. Like you need a deodorant. You need a body spray. You need a good fragrance. Fellas, you gotta step up your game. You need those three things. You dress nice, look good. You need those three things in your life. A deodorant, a body spray, and a fragrance. Sometimes if you can't afford a fragrance, you could go with a body spray. That's okay, no problem. But you just have to make sure you smell really good around people when you walk out of the house. Okay, so one of my body spray that I really recommend is the Axe body spray. Unfortunately, I don't have it today with me here, but I'll talk about that sometime later on. But that's very affordable. You can get it for like $6 in Walmart, Target, any other store. So that's very affordable too. But keep that aside. Let me go to the fragrance, because that's what brought me here today. I want to talk about male fragrance. Fellas, see, let me tell you something. When you dress really nice and you walk out of the house, somebody comes beside you. They smell you and you smell so good. When you approach people, just the smell, oh my God, I'm telling you, like everybody is moved with your smell. So you got to step up your game. I have one of my favorite male fragrances that I've been using for years now, and I tell you, you can never go wrong with this fragrance. Trust me, you cannot go wrong with it. It's the Dior Sauvage. Dior Sauvage from Christian Dior, from the house of Christian Dior. Dior Sauvage is a very, very interesting male fragrance. I promise you, you get this fragrance, you always be on top notch. I'm telling you the truth. You get lots of compliments. Like, so many people who love you, like people gonna tell you. And I love this fragrance, the line of fragrance, because it's all season, from spring, summer, fall, winter. I rock them. They have various types. They have, I think they have the regular Sauvage, that's the eau de toilette. Then they have the Dior Sauvage eau de parfum. Then they have the Dior Sauvage parfum, and they have the Dior Sauvage elixir. Yeah, so you can pick any of them. I'm telling you, those are very, very, very nice and interesting male fragrances. So today I have the first one is the Dior Sauvage eau de parfum. This was released in I think 2018. Yes, very, very nice fragrance for gentlemen. It smells really good, gives so many compliments. It's just so interesting. Just the smell from the bottle, you smell just the cap. It is so amazing. I promise you, with this one, you can never go wrong. This is one of my favorite, the eau de parfum. I've tried the eau de toilette too. It's good, but I prefer the eau de parfum and the Dior Sauvage parfum. Those are very, very important in your life, fellas. This one, it has the top notes. You have like the bergamot and the patchouli, I think, and the vanilla too. Yeah, it was released in 2018 by Christian Dior. It's a very, very interesting fragrance. You have to try this. Get you a fragrance. There are so many, like I said, there are thousands of male fragrances out there, but these ones I'm talking about today are just the basic ones that my own personal choice. You could try, you could go to the shelves there and try whichever one you like, the smell you want. But I promise you, you try one of the Dior Sauvage lines, you are not going to regret it, fellas. Then one of my favorite, my signature perfume that I like to wear this moment, it's the Dior Sauvage Elixir. It was released 2021. Very, 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 very amazing fragrance, guys. It smells so good, very manly, and like you feel like a CEO of some big company when you rocking this fragrance. I'm telling you, like when you dress up, you rock this fragrance, you just your presentation, then someone smells you. Oh my God, this smells so good. It has a note of citrus and spices with lavender and rich woods. Like it's like so manly, like very, very attractive too. Like someone will want to sniff on you all the time when you rock up, when you're rocking this cologne. Trust me, this fragrance, Dior Sauvage Elixir, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's something that you can't go wrong with it. If you're wondering, oh, which fragrance should I wear when you want to go somewhere, man, I'm telling you, just pick this. You will not regret it, because it's gonna bring out the savage in you. Like, it's gonna bring out like that responsible, manly, you know, well arranged guy look, gentleman look. This is it, the Dior Sauvage Elixir. You know, when you smell really good, it gives that impression of how organized of a gentleman you are. Because you can't be walking around people and like come around you and they smell sweat and all. Like, it's very, very disgusting, guys. Some guys I've been around some guys, sometimes I could tell they're not really into fragrance. They don't really care about their body odor or how they smell when they go out of the house. So they just, all they gotta do is just dress nice and they're good to go. Put on, no, you got to put on a fragrance each time you're leaving your house, fellas. You've got to. When you don't put on a fragrance and you go out there, then be ready for the consequences. Because so many people be running away from, they might not tell you that you smell really bad or you smell like sweat, but in their mind they'll be looking at you like, look at this guy, handsome guy, dressed really nice, expensive clothes, but he smells really bad. That's very embarrassing, fellas. So you always have to make sure when you dress good, your smell has to be good too. Take your fragrances very serious, guys. Fragrance is very, very important in your life, guys. It's not only something for the females. Guys, we've got to make sure we step up our game too. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you smell good, guys. You can't walk out of your house. You go out there, especially in the summer now. It's hot out there. You're sweating, or you go around people just walking around smelling sweat. It's very, very disgusting. Then very soon now, you see so many people avoiding you. You don't even know why, because you smell really bad. So make sure you have your deodorant, you have your body spray, and you have your fragrance. Get you a fragrance, fellas. You could get fragrance. I've seen some fragrance which cost like $50. Some of you could go out there, spend hundreds of dollars on other things, on alcohol or whatever, any other thing, but you can't spend just $50 to get a nice fragrance that when you put on, when you take a shower, get out of the house, put on, then you smell really good and very attractive and very appealing, and so many people want to like come beside you, and like you gives you that very, very nice, respectful, presentable vibe. You know what I'm saying? So you have to invest in your fragrance, guys. You don't need to have too many. You can have just one. That's okay. Like I said, it depends on your budget too. You can have just one fragrance that you can rock. It's still okay, but just make sure you smell really good each time you're walking out of the house. I will never walk out of my house and go out there when I'm not going to interact with a lot of people smelling awful. I will never do that. I'll make sure that each time I walk out of the house, put my just 2 sprays or 3 sprays, just smell appealing. Just make sure you smell appealing, because you're going around people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's very, because me personally, I don't like being around someone that doesn't smell good, or you smell like sweat. That's very disgusting, guys. So you have to make sure you deliver that same vibe too. You have to smell really good. For me, I love fragrance because it just puts you a little bit up there. When you dress nice, then you smell good. It just put you a little bit up there to be a little bit more comfortable with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And you have to be mindful. That way you're going around people, you know how you smell. You smell really good. That's very important. You can't go around people smelling like sweat, like, you know, take a shower, clean up, put lotion on, get out of the shower, you put on your clothes, just grab your bottle of fragrance, you're good to go. Just smell good, guys. It's very, very important. So many guys don't care about these things. They don't care about these things. And it's so sad that when you walk around today, you still go around meeting guys who dress really nice, then smell really bad, because they don't really care. They don't look that like a priority. They don't really care at all. But fellas, you've got to smell really good. Take care of yourself and smell really good. When you dress nice, you could go in there to the mall, to the shop, you get a nice pair of shoes, nice clothes, whatever, jewelries, whatever thing. Get you a fragrance too. Sometimes it goes with all those things. It is all a part of being a gentleman and looking really good. Your image matters. Your image matters, guys. When your image is appealing, your smell needs to be appealing too. You can't have a nice image, then you smell horrible. That doesn't go together. All those ties in line with image. Imaging is very important, guys. We have to make sure that we put our fragrance game on top. You got to step your fragrance game on top. You don't need to be like, let me say, addicted to fragrances. You don't need to be a fragrance head. That's not what I'm saying. But get the basics. Like I said, you could easily get a body spray. Just smell good. I'm just talking all about make sure you smell really good when you walk out of the house. You know that you're going out there, because sometimes you never know who you might meet. So you always have to make sure you smell good all the times, guys. It's very, very important. It tells so much about your hygiene too. Actually, as a gentleman, it tells a lot about your hygiene. If I walk around a guy and I see you, anybody, even the females too, I'll talk about that with the females on stuff later on, but this is for my gentleman. If I'm around you as a gentleman and I could you smell really bad, sweat, I could tell a lot about your hygiene. Yes, so many people will tell a lot about your hygiene depending on how you smell, because someone who have good hygiene likes to everything to be arranged, organized, doesn't walk out smelling awful, because sometimes I could tell you could smell yourself too. Sometimes you can, and people who are around you smell it more than even you. So your smell tells a lot about your hygiene, guys. Guys, we have to step up our hygiene. When you clean up everything, make sure you smell good. You don't just need to look clean, look expensive clothes, expensive shoes, then smelling horrible. That's unacceptable, guys. Make sure you get you a fragrance, very affordable one. You have the Dior Sauvage. You have so many of them. Aqua di Gio, Versace. There's so many fragrances. I can't really name all of them. You have the Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. You have the Bleu de Chanel. You also have Invictus by Paco Rabanne. You also have Lucky One. Like, there's so many fragrances out there. So many, millions of them. You just go to the shop and like go to the shelf. Look at which one that smells good for you, that works well for you. You pick it, fellas. Grab you a bottle of a fragrance, guys. If you can't afford a fragrance, you go to any store out there, get a body spray for the meantime. When you walk out of the house, make sure you at least you smell better. You understand? Don't go out there, because right now, especially during summer, you walk out, you're gonna sweat. You gotta, when you apply your deodorant, you're still gonna sweat a little bit, and you need some kind of body spray or fragrance to give you that attractive smell, that vibe that comes out of you when someone walks up to you or when you're talking to somebody. We also have to make sure that we smell good all the time, guys. When you walk out of the house, you can be in your house, do whatever you're doing, but when you walk out of the house, make sure you smell good. Today I was just talking about the Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum and the Dior Sauvage Elixir. These are two of my favorite colognes that I really like, that my fragrances that I really love. These two, I love them so much because I can never go wrong with them. When I wear them anytime, I get compliments. Some people could tell that you smell really good, and like it's really appealing, guys. It gives someone the impression they want to like engage in more conversation with you. Like, it gives someone the impression that you are a well-organized person. You are a guy, you're that type of a guy that you prioritize your image. Like you prioritize being organized, you know, being a gentleman. You look good and you smell good. You put your priorities on top there. Don't just sit around walking around people smelling really awful, smelling like sweat, and you go around people covering the nose. That's very embarrassing, guys. Most of us don't really pay attention to these things. We think all those things are for the women. Meanwhile, we the guys too, we need to make sure that we smell really good. When you go out there, you try to talk to any female out there, she wants to know that you smell really good. She wants to know that you're smelling really good too. That's going to give her the impression that you're a well-organized man and you're a clean man, and you put some of yourself as a priority to take care of yourself. And being a gentleman means you make sure other people are comfortable around you. You don't want to go out there and people are comfortable around you and like they're covering the nose when you come in beside them. That's very embarrassing. When you dress all nice, you smell all good. Dress nice, smell nice. That's it. You can't dress nice then smell awful. Dress nice, smell nice. So go out there, grab you a bottle of any of these fragrances. They are very nice. Very nice. Fellas, go out there, grab a bottle of it. If you can't afford it, there are other cheap ones. There's so tons of fragrances out there on the shelf. Go grab one for yourself. You can grab a body spray. The Axe body spray, I think it's like $6 in Walmart or Target. You could grab any of those ones. Make sure you just smell good, guys. It's very important. So that's basically what I was trying to say today for my guys. How we smell. How do you smell? How do you smell? Always ask yourself that question every time you're walking out of your house. How do you smell? You have to make sure you smell really good. So thanks for anybody that's watching out there. I hope this video is going to give you a little bit insight. You go out there and maybe step up your game on how you smell or whatever thing. But fellas, make sure you smell nice all the time, especially when you know you're going to be around other people. Don't go be around people and they're covering the nose. It's very embarrassing. It destroys your image. So make sure you put your image as a priority. When you look good, you smell good. Get a bottle of any of these fragrances, the Dior Sauvage. There's like 4 of them. You could pick any one depending on your budget, and I promise you, you won't regret it. Trust me. So if you're new to my channel, subscribe. I'll be posting videos regularly.